Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, my dear sisters here. Assalamu alaikum. Hope I'm audible, inshallah. Hope and pray you all are doing well, inshallah. Hope and pray you all had a happy weekend, inshallah ta'ala. Kindly make use of the chat box, inshallah, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, alhamdulillah. Let's begin. Alhamdulillah. Let's begin, dear sisters and brothers, into the day 5th of this Canva mastery course. We have learned so many aspects of editing in last 4 days, right? Alhamdulillah. Hopefully you all are finding these sessions interesting. Hopefully you are learning so much out of this, inshallah. Because you have a pro software in hand, you can, inshallah, utilize it to the best. Remember that, inshallah. You can utilize the skill to the best. You can use the skill for editing any post for yourself, for the clients, or for whatever work you want, dear sisters and brothers, inshallah. So today, as mentioned in the group, inshallah, we are going to start with the very first topic-based session, okay, inshallah. So let's begin with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, with rectification of intention, so that Allah puts barakah in our affairs, so that whatever we are here for, let us be rewarded for that, inshallah ta'ala. Hoping for enormous reward through learning this, like rectifying the intentions, and inshallah using the skill for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Come on, let's begin. Come on, type Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay. Can you all let me know what did we discuss in last class, dear sisters and brothers? What was the topic that was discussed on the Saturday's class? Yes, it was all about the guidelines, right? Yes. Photo editing, excellent, Sister Faiza. And also we had discussed about the what is the basic design principles. Those are the 8 design principles that you need to follow to maintain to make a design perfect design. Okay, we are not just creating the designs for the sake of designing. No, we need to perfection the skill. Okay, we need to perfection the skill, and we need to make sure that our design looks good. Okay, it should not feel like what is this design. Okay, your viewer should not feel like, oh, this needs improvement, this needs improvement, there's nothing good in this design. Okay, your viewer or your client must be satisfied with the design that you're projecting to them, right, that you're giving to them. So make sure, inshallah ta'ala, that inshallah you're creating your designs from now on by following all the design principles. Okay, inshallah. So these were some of the design principles that were discussed. This is something that I had to project here, and we discussed about Magic Studio options. Can you all tell me which Magic Studio options did we learn in last class? Yes, Saturday class. Magic. Okay, background eraser, background remover, magic grab, magic text. Yes. Then there was another option. The last option, anyone? Eraser grab. Yes, excellent. Okay, so write it down in the chat box, inshallah. So the last thing we were discussing was of the grab text. Yes, excellent. Okay, we had entire photo editing. We learned entire photo editing with this software, alhamdulillah. So hopefully you all tried this skill, right? Inshallah. Hopefully that you all did it. Okay. So now, dear sisters and brothers, inshallah ta'ala, today we are going to start with, okay, the very first thing that anyone should start with when they are thinking of their brand, or thinking of creating an Instagram page, thinking of creating any YouTube handle, or whatever, dear sisters and brothers, whatever you think of, whatever the brand or whatever you want to start, you have to begin with very first thing, that is logo editing. Okay, you need to have a identity for the brand. Okay, identity for the brand. To make a identity for the brand, we need a logo. Okay, so what is a logo? Can you all define now what is a logo? What is a logo? It's nothing but, yes, hopefully you all know what is a logo, right? Yes, it will actually represent your brand identity. What's your brand identity about, right? What's the identity of your brand? Yes, excellent. That's your brand identity. It is a picture depicting your brand. Excellent. Okay, whatever handles. For example, think that you want a logo for the self design. For example, we have the professionals like the lawyers or something like that. Okay, they make use of the name logos. Okay, they even have the name logos. Okay, even we had students who were creating the logos with their names. Okay, even you can try, if you are not thinking of any brand in today's class. For today's class, if you don't think of any brand, i want you to I want you to create something for yourself as well. Okay, if you want to create the logo for yourself, for your name, even you can try that out. Okay, so inshallah ta'ala, Today's class would be something that we are going to start with the topic based sessions, inshallah. So one important thing that we're going to go ahead is logo making. Okay, so logo is very important for any business. Any online business, offline business must have a logo. Fine. So it represents or indicates their brand. Okay. So I'll give you the quick tips. Okay, quick tips what you have to do in a logo. Very first thing, dear sisters and brothers, make your logo very simple. Okay, very simple. Don't complicate it. Go and see the brands now. Whatever Panasonic brand. Okay, if, nearby I have some brands like the Quality Street. All of those brands, dear sisters and brothers. Whatever brands you think of, they are very simply designed. Okay, they don't complicate themselves. Find the Pepsi brand or whatever brands you see here and there. They do not complicate their logos. Do not complicate it. Just make it straightforward. Very first thing. Second thing is color grading. Color grading, you already know you can use the color palettes and grade your text, or what you can do is color, you can just go ahead with, for example, with the color palettes, or you can go ahead with mood board templates. Okay, I'll explain to you what is mood board templates in a while, inshallah. The next thing is scalable. Very important thing I already told you, make your design scalable. What is the scalability? Scalability is nothing but, okay, this is the first tip, second tip, third tip. Okay, when you're creating your logos, for example, think that you have created the logo. This is your logo. Okay, A is, this is your logo. Now you are using this logo. Where are you going to use this logo? Can you please tell me? You should use your logos even in the business cards, even in the brochures, even in the, what we say, letterheads, even in the big banners. Also you have to add your logos, right? Okay, so for example, this logo, you have to use it in the small size also, you have to use it in the large size also. So your logo should be scalable. Even if you maximize it to the 100% or 200%, if you give maximizing your logos, the quality should not decrease. Okay, the logo quality should not decrease. Fine. So for that, you need to download your logos in PNG format with a transparent background. Okay, but this PNG format is nowadays not acceptable because PNG format is having the low quality. Okay, when you post it on the post it through the WhatsApp or something like that, the quality changes again. So we have a very excellent with this one, what we say, SVG format, in which you can just download the logos very excellently, and you don't have to worry whether the quality is decreased or not. Okay, so this is a new format that has been put up even in Adobe Illustrator and all. They have this one. Over here you have it as a pro feature. Okay, SVG format. Understood? SVG format, you're going to download the logos. Fine. First, second, third, fourth, scalability is done. Versatility, you have to maintain versatility in the brand. You need to make sure that you are touching all the concepts that are required in the branding. Fine. Okay, so one important thing about the logo making is that you have to make it simple, inshallah, and color grading and all will be explaining in upcoming session, inshallah. So today you're going to start with how you're going to design logos using the templates, using the scratch, using some of the techniques that are mentioned here, inshallah ta'ala. So even with the images, how to export and all, inshallah, will be discussed. Okay, now dear sisters and brothers, even 3D logo making will be discussed. Okay, so now very important thing. Fine. So I already told you, you are not here just for learning it for yourself, but you're going to, inshallah, provide the service after this course, inshallah. You can provide the service to anyone, inshallah. So one important thing, dear sisters and brothers, for example, think that someone has come to you and a client has come to you and asked you, I want to, I want you to create me a logo. So what will you ask them? Can you please tell me what will you ask them? What is the first question that you'll ask? Please let me know. Yes. What is your logo for, right? You want to discover their brand before you go ahead with, correct? You have to ask them, what is your logo for? Yes, what kind of logo do you want? Okay, first thing what they'll tell is they'll choose their for example, what business, very good, what business is important, what field is important, and also what name is important. For example, think that they don't know with the name itself, then what you'll do, you'll give the suggestions, right? So for this branding, you can name this, you can name that. Okay, for example, now both of you have come to a common terms and both of you have decided for a single logo name. Okay, recently we had a client, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you how we went ahead with them. Fine. So it was on Thursday, I guess. Yes, on Thursday or Friday. Okay, there was a client who asked me to create a logo for their business. They were doing it for accounting. Okay, he was doing accounting in Dubai. Okay, so this was a thing they provided. Okay, Dubai. they wanted to do something like VAT registration or something like that. Okay, that is something detailed. I do not want to discuss all of that. Okay, so now the concept is accounting, and where they were located, Dubai, and they wanted to create it for the social media profile. Fine. What is the first thing they asked me is, okay, I didn't decide perfectly. What should I name this branding? Okay, so what did I do? I just made some bit of searching, and then what did I got is I gave them 5 to 6 names. Okay, 5 to 6 names that they can select for their brand. Okay, even this I have given by we can provide. Okay, we as a graphic designers, we can provide the brand names also. Okay, now 5 to 6 names they have got. They said this is the excellent name, we want to go ahead with this branding name. Okay, that was what the thing they selected was Money Matters DXB. Money Matters DXB. Okay, DXB is probably the Dubai, this one that they use. Okay, so this was the name that they had decided. Fine, are you all listening to me? Okay. So now, when this is the name, what is the very first thing that you should ask is, what is your brand personality? Like, do you want to create it more modern kind of font, or do you want to make sure that you are following? Do you have anything as a mood board? Okay, we ask them. Do you have any mood board template? Okay, we ask them. We cut this short and say whether you have any inspiration. Okay, do you have any inspiration in mind? Like, for example, you see a picture and you say, I want the colors from this. Okay, for example, I'll show you. We call it as a mood board template. Fine. Okay, it's not here, I think. Okay, I'll show you what is mood board template. Let me just go to the Canva now. Okay, Canva. Any image from which you want to extract the colors, that is called as mood board. You can even write the mood boards in your designs. I'll just write mood board templates here to show you what does it mean. Okay, mood board. Okay, mood board templates. Okay, I can just go ahead with templates and search for it. You can do this activity with me. See here, what is mood board? Can you see that? See, these are mood board templates. What does it mean? For example, from this it is interior brand. It is an interior brand. From these photos, they have got inspiration, and they want these colors in their, what we say, in their logos. So what is the color? This one, they have defined this colors. Okay, this they can include in the logos, and they can make a beautiful brand. Okay, so we call it as mood board color palettes. Fine. If we'll ask them whether they have any mood board templates or something like that, color palettes that you want to make sure you are adding it in your designs. They said no, not as such. You can create as you wish. You can create any colors as you wish. Or for example, if they have set up any firm or something like that, they have some colors designed, right? Okay, they'll tell you, I want this with this color itself. Got it? Are you getting it? Hopefully you're all getting it. So with the same color, you can just create the logos. Fine. So one is the color mode. We also have this here, mood board templates or color modes. They'll ask me. You can ask which bold colors, pastel colors. Okay, they actually they do not have any, what we say, details. So you don't have to go in details. You just have to ask whether you have any inspiration, any colors. Yes. If yes, then you can go ahead with. Okay. So this personality and all this, actually they do not know a graphic design. Your clients, no one knows what is graphic designing. You can just give them 5 to 6 examples if you want, or ask them to give some examples like how they want you to create. Okay, ask them how you want your logos to be. If they have served from their internet 10 to 15 logos, they'll give the photos. You can just decide whatever is best from that, and you can create 2 to 3 copies and give it to them. Okay, so we will be discussing all of that. Okay, the next last thing is any must have symbols. If you want any symbols, that should be included. Okay, my client, that they told that they want something to Dubai kind of feel in the logo. Okay, Dubai kind of feel. So that must be at this one, Burj Khalifa, right? So that was my thing that we had to start with. Okay, so these were the things that we had to discuss. Okay, before going to go ahead with branding. Understood, dear sisters and brothers? Now goes your work. Fine. This is just something that you have to discuss with the client. Now it's all your work. Color you have to decide. Understood? Please type understood. I want someone to confirm, because if you're not following me, I just want you to, because this is the things that you need to go ahead with if you're going with the clients, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Now you are going to start with the building up the brands. And also one more thing you can ask, if you have any fonts, if you want to have any fonts, dear sisters and dear client, if you want any client as such fonts, if they say no, do it as you wish, then you can go ahead with as you wish itself. Okay, so now you have to create your brands. Okay, how you're going to start with is you can just have a brief brand guideline kit like this. Okay, you can do it, or you should give this after the, or you should, this should be given to the client at the end. Okay, this is simple branding kit. Okay, for a brand, plant health blog. Okay, someone is creating plant health blog and they wanted a kit in which they had everything included. Only using this they will make a brand. Okay, so now this is brand vision, this is your clients, you don't have to worry about it, they'll tell you if you want you can include this. Okay, the next thing is logos. Okay, now you, for example, think that you have decided to do 3 logos. Okay, you have decided to, you can put it up in a one document and give it to your clients, or you can finalize and one and keep one itself. Okay, one logo you can keep it and give it to them. Okay, then logo details. What colors were used in the logos? What colors were used in the logos? You have to mention. Fine. Okay. For any logo, you must create black and white. You must create black and white, white and black. Okay. Black on white you have to do. White on black you have to do. Why is it so? Please tell me. Even if you want to use with the black background and white background, you have to have those logos, black and white. And then one logo you need to create with the color based. Okay, whatever color you want. Okay, color paste. Then whatever color you have used in the logo, you have to put it there. Okay, this is the kit. You have to do it at the end. Okay, you don't have to worry about this kit. Fine. I'm just telling you what are the things that is required to creation of the logos. One is the logo you will create, and then you have to take care about the colors also. And the next thing is something like color palette you have to write, and what fonts were used in your logos. For example, here plant health, plant health. Okay, the font, what fonts, which fonts? Open sans font, the font name you have to mention, and what was the body of the font. For example, think that there is something like the tagline for that. Okay, if you want to write the tagline, you can also write the tagline in that format. Okay, then this is also not important. First thing is fonts, another is colors. These are two important things that is required for a logo. Okay, I'll show you a content a guideline kit. I mean the branding kit for Zomato. Can you all see? Please just look into the screen now. Okay. So can you see the screen? This is a brand guideline kit. This was designed by the graphic designer who wanted to design the brand. Okay. This is a brand of the Zomato. Okay. This I just wanted to show you how the branding looks like. Okay. So the graphic designer who wanted to make Zomato logo, what did he first do? He just started with, this is your logo. Okay. But this he'll just what he'll confirm with the clients, and then he'll put up that this is the finalized logo. Now this kit is provided by the graphic designer. This is a Zomato logo. Okay. Can you see how simple is this? Yes, right? One simple pinkish kind of this one background and the white Zomato. Okay. This is some one font, just simple font they have added. Fine, simple font they have added. Nothing more. I told you keep your design simple. Keep your logos very simple. Okay. One is done. Okay. So now I told you white and black, black and white. Got it? First you have to create the one design with the color palettes. Okay. So what is their color palettes? White and pink. Pink is something pinkish, right? I think this is cranberry red. Okay. So Zomato, white and red. And then second thing is white and black and white. White, black. Okay. White and black you have to try. And then you have to try black and white. See here, black and white you have tried. Got it? Black and white. Done? Understood? Okay, next we are going to go ahead. How you're going to use it? Okay, white and black, then this, black and white, and like this. Okay, if you're going to use it on something like this, okay, this is all about the graphic designers. You don't have to worry about this. When they're going to use it, you don't have to mention everything as such. They'll be using that when they are going to go ahead with that. Okay, they have also mentioned how you are not going to use their logos. Okay, at the end they'll mention, please take care of our, what we say, don't use it in the ways that are not looking good with the logos. Okay, so in this way, the color usage, just look into the color usage. Which colors, which is the color palette? Zomato red, black, white. This is the color palette. Got it? This is how they define their own logos. Can you please recall, dear sisters and brothers, what did we discuss? Come on. What is the very first thing? Yes. First thing that you're going to start with when you're going to create a brand is asking your client about the brand name. Fine? Yes. This. Then what you're going to go ahead? Okay, why did I stop is because my annotator is gone. Probably someone used the annotator and there's just finding a difficulty. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I'm back here. Can you all, I'm audible? Okay. So next thing is font and colors. Very good. Excellent. This is the thing that you need to define. Okay. This is the thing that you need to be worried about when you're going to create about the, yes. It's not necessary. Okay. This is you don't have to put a kit and all. Okay. This is for the what we say great brands we are just discussing. We don't have to put all of this in the kit or something like that. Okay. They're just telling them these are the colors used, these are the fonts used. Okay. If you want to follow it in your designs, in your Instagram page or any handle, then you need to use only these things. Okay. This color. Fine. For example, I'll show you. Okay, this itself. Okay, they'll at the end they'll mention, please don't take a bit care about our bit designs. Here, the typography also. What kind of typography they have used? Typography. Typography is nothing but what is the font size? What is the font they have selected? You should not use anything else. Fine. So Ginger font, it's a modified HK font. See here, open source font, sans serif typeface font. Okay, this is the font they have mentioned. Why will they mention this, dear sisters and brothers, in a branding kit? Is that because whenever you make a post also, whenever you're making posts for social media, you have to follow these. Okay, you have to follow these. You have to use only these fonts. Only then it will be like there is a consistency in the brand and it looks good. Okay, it looks good. I'll show you the same Zomato page, Instagram page. Okay, if it's available here, probably no. Let's see if that's possible to look into. Okay, it's here. See here. One such post of Zomato. Can you see? What did they use? The same, what we say, coloring, grading, Zomato, same Zomato symbol. And see here, the font, they won't change the fonts. Okay, they won't change. The open serif font is here. Same font is here. Open serif with bold font, open serif with small font. I mean, the not bold font. Okay. Apart from this, they won't use any other font in their brand, entire social media. Got it? So, these things, you have to maintain the consistency. Why? To look it professionally clean. Okay, your design should look professionally clean with this. For example, if you are like social media creator, content creator, and you create what we say different posts, then you don't have to maintain consistency. For example, if you create with different backgrounds, different things, then you don't have to create. But when you're branding something like you want to have only these two colors in your brand, entire social media page, then that is the thing that you need to take care about. Okay, only two fonts, only two colors. Okay, only two fonts, only two colors. Even if you see their posts, see here, they use just two fonts. They don't change the fonts. Same font style, same font style. Can you see that? They do not use any other font apart from that, or else the font won't look there won't be any consistency. Okay, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look professional if there's not. Got it? Okay, so alhamdulillah, this is done. Fine, this is just the information that I wanted to provide you all so that you will understand how is the branding done, how is all of the things that is carried out. Okay, see here for this thing, for the plant health blog. Okay, for example, think that this person has approached you, and what you should do, you should create logos. Okay, and then you should tell them, you should give them logos in black and white and black, and then give it in one color format. And then what you have to do is you have to tell them what colors you have used, and then you have to tell them what fonts you have used. Okay, and you should say that in the heading I have used this font, in the body I have used this font. Okay, that's all, nothing more, nothing less. Got it? Understood? This is all about the theoretical concepts for logo editing. Okay, now you need to take care about all of these steps and begin with logo designing. Let's begin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excited for the class? Practice, 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 practice into the session, after the session. 15 days, please give it. You will perfection the skill and you can start to freelance. You know what you can do is you can create your own, what we say, own service flyer, and over there you can just mention this is this one, and you can put the ads on Instagram and all, and you can say that I can provide service for this, for the logo making or whatever stuff. Okay, perfection the thing, perfection the skill. Unless and until you don't perfection the skill, you won't get it. Okay, you won't get it. You won't be, what we say, you won't be confident to give the service to the clients. That's something that I want you all to head on to. Okay, please perfection the skill. If you are learning, perfection it, learn it with perfection. We had students who just learned and left, and they did not practice. So when they are approached with clients, they won't have a confidence. They'll get back to us, please create this and give it to us. Okay, that won't make a sense. Okay, I want you to perfection the skills. We had students who perfection in such a way that sometimes when I had clients and I did not have time, then I would give the work to the students. Okay, because they were doing it so well, right? Okay, alhamdulillah. So let's begin, inshallah ta'ala, logo making. Okay, we're going to start with topic based sessions, and I already told you every topic will have its own size. Logo. Logo has its own dimension. Remember, dear sisters and brothers, you cannot take anything. Like for example, you cannot take a photo and make a logo. You cannot take a social media dimension, for example, Instagram post dimension, and make a logo. No. To make a logo, you all need to go ahead with logo aspect ratio. Logo aspect ratio is square kind of, and the aspect ratio for it, or the dimension for the logo is square kind of. Okay, if you do not want to, if you do not know the logo dimension, then you can just go ahead with create button. Okay, and over here you can type logo, LOGO. Come on, do it, logo. Okay, the very first logo thing you can just select logo. Got it? Yes, no? Let's begin. Do it with me, inshallah. Okay. Again, I already told you, when you're asking your clients, you can ask them whether you have specific symbols that you want them to use or something like that. Or if they say, we do not have anything, you can use it anything, you can tell them two things, okay? You know, in the logos, there are two types of logos. Two types of logos. Okay? Listen very carefully. One is WordMark kind of logos. Word marks. Okay? Another is symbol kind of logos. Symbol kind of logos. If you want, please write this theoretical concepts if you want to remember these steps. Okay, WordMark kind of logos are nothing but they actually focus on the company name. For example, company name is Zomato. Okay, this is a company name. They focus on the Zomato and they write this itself as a logo name. Got it? WordMark logos are something like they focus on company names. Got it? But have you seen Amazon or Flipkart logos? They don't have it like company name. They have it something like a shopping cart with YF written on it. They do not have Flipkart written on it, right? So something like this. They do not have an Amazon also. And some branding. Can you please mention anyone? Mention the brand names that have just the symbols. Symbols in it. Okay, we have so many such brand names. I'll just write Mintra brand. Okay, there are simple symbols. Okay, symbol names, just symbols. Even Google, it just has G. McDonald's, yes. You have so many brands, dear sisters and brothers. They just follow the symbols. And some brands follow the word mark. Some brands follow the symbol. Okay. And what else? What else? WhatsApp, symbol. Instagram, symbol. Zepto, yes, you can mention. Misho brand. Okay, it has the name in it. Yum with the Misho brand name. They have Yum and then Misho. Okay, in this way. And then what else? What else? Phone Pay, Google Pay is just a logo. Okay, so in that way. So there are two types. One is word marks, entire name is mentioned, symbols or symbols. Okay, or the symbols are mentioned. So these are the two different elements that you can note. Or something like something will be like combination of both. There will be word mark also, there will be symbols also. Okay, so these are the things that you need to ask your clients. For example, ask them if you want just the name of your company. If they say no, I want the symbol format, I want the symbols and also the logo, this one, and you need to go ahead with that, right? Okay, so let's begin. This is the logo. This is the logo aspect ratio. We're going to start now, inshallah. Okay, very first thing that we are going to start with is using the templates. Okay, we are going to design using the templates. So where are the templates? Go to the designs and then the templates. Okay, so whatever you're thinking of, okay, whatever you're thinking of, can you please tell me any name that you want to create as a logo now? Any logo name. Let's begin. Bismillah. Yes, sisters and brothers, any logo name that you want me to create. So I actually mentioned before the class, be ready with the logo names, because we are going to do live into the session, inshallah. If you do not have, I'll just mention, because recently I had a client who wanted a this one logo for this was, they wanted to have 3i, okay, 3i in their design, and then this was a fashion store logo. Yes, fashion store logo. Okay, when you are short with time, you can just go ahead with the templates. Fine, this is a fashion store. First thing is branding. You need to ask them what is the business type. Okay, so business type is fashion store. Okay, Okay, now okay, there's a question here for the consultancy. We'll do it later. Okay, first fashion store. So how we are going to go ahead with first thing? How we are going to write the keywords to get a proper template? Okay, so I'll just go and write fashion store, right? So I need a template for logo template for fashion brand. Okay, so I'll just select fashion there. Okay, so you can just go ahead with any name that you want. Okay, so whatever things that you love. Okay, you already have asked the client if they want WordMark or kind of logo, or if they want what we say, or if they want symbol kind of logo. You can go ahead with anything, and also you need to ask them whether they have a specific symbol recommendation to start their logos with. Okay, okay, you can select whatever you love. Fine. Okay, this is the first thing that we are going to start with is templates. Okay, then we are going to start from scratch also. Fine. This is just to show you how you can also use the templates and make a masterpiece. Fine. Okay. So this is a question over here. This is thing. Now what we'll do, we'll just customize this according to our need. Okay. I wanted that was triple I fashion. I told you triple I. So what I'll do, I'll just make sure that this. Okay. Let me just make it triple I. See, it looks good now. Triple I. Okay. I'll just reconnect this thing and make it look into a beautiful one. So see here, what am I doing? This is designing, okay? Designed very perfectly. It should not go out of the frame. See, now it looks good. Okay, I've logged it up. Triple I. It is a fashion store. I don't need those both things. I'll just write here, fashion store. Fashion store. I am done with the logo, dear sisters and brothers. Now I can go and give it to my client. I can earn a handsome amount now for this logo. Did you see how easy it is to use a logo and do this? Yes, actually I'm done. Okay, if you want more stuff to this to be added to this, you can do that. Okay, you can do that if you want to add more stuff to this. But this is how you edit a template. Okay, this is very first procedure that I wanted to show you. How to make a this one what we say logo by using the template. Done. Very first procedure. Please try this with me. Anything you can do and try it. Please. Are you done? Okay, the second way. First way done. Do it with me. Any name, just customize the templates and do one thing. One design. I want it with the template. Done. Okay. Now add another page, please. Okay. Now we have another one, another naming. Let's see what is the question. Okay. It was about Nectar Source Consultancy. Fine. Okay, it's a consultancy. So another thing, okay, second way of doing the creating the logos. Okay, it's a consultancy. It's probably about the consultancy. Okay, it's a consultancy firm. Fine, we can just write consultancy there. Okay, business consultancy, whatever. Now I'm showing you how you can customize the templates by using the multiple templates and getting the ideas from different templates and putting it all into one frame. Okay, putting it all into the single design. Okay, first we have learned to use it with the templates. Done. Okay, one design is done. Now we are going to go ahead with second designing, second type of creation. We are combining the templates, 2 to 3 templates, combination of 2 to 3 templates. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we'll select what is best. Okay, we are going to we have provided the logo, what we say keyword on the template, that is consultancy kind of logo I want. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll select such logos that I find best with. Okay, so I'll select this I love. Okay, I love this. Okay, but I don't like some features in this. So what I'll do is I'll add another page. So see, look what I'm doing. Okay, another page. So what I'm going to do is I'll select some other things as well. Okay, Nectar Source Consultancy. Okay, let me add some other stuffs as well. Like, let me add. Okay, again, I'll write consultancy. You can go back here. Okay, so you can select some 2 to 3 templates that you like. Okay, 2 to 3 templates that you like, and you can combine those templates. Okay, what am I showing you? How to combine the templates. How to combine the templates. So let me use this. Okay, I'll add another page because I like it. Also, I'll use another one also. So I'll add another one. I'll add this one as well. Fine. So okay, alhamdulillah. So now I have 3 things in hand. 1, 2, 3. Now I want to do something out of this 3. What am I doing? I want to do something out of these 3. So what I'm thinking of doing is I like these textual content. So it's nectar source, right? So NS, I want to write N here and yes here. Okay. I want to write nectar here, source here. Okay, this is just that came to my mind now. Okay. So now I want the things from here also. Like consultancy, I want to write. Okay, I'll write this consultant. I'll just okay. Now, how am I going to combine the things from this textual content to this one? Okay, I'm showing you. You need to go to the page and the things that you like. Okay, for example, you like this. You just have a three dot button. Click on three dot button and copy it up. Copy. Can you all see that? I'm showing you how to copy the things. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Yes, sister. So, Salwa, we are copying the steps. Okay, we are going to copy the steps. We are going to how we are going to combine two things. And we are going to go back to the page that we have come from, and we're going to paste it here. How to paste that? You can just click on the outer background, and if you get the three dot button, that's well and good. If you do not get the three dot button, that's also well and good. Then you can just go ahead with any textual content. You can just click on three dot button and then click on paste. Okay, so this thing I liked, so I just brought it from there. Okay, now we need to write the naming, same naming. Okay, I'm just showing you how to combine the steps. Okay, how to combine the steps. So I'll just write nectar source. I think there's a spacing there, right? Source consultancy. So I think this one would be going well here. If it's not, then I'll just change it up. Okay, I already told you, do not settle for a design that doesn't look good. Okay, change it until you find it perfect. Okay, now this is not perfect. I don't see it as a perfect one. So what I'll do, I'll just rearrange these steps to make it look perfect. Yes, I can go ahead with this one. Can you tell me which kind of logo is this? It's a combination, right? This is also having symbols as well as word mark. Word mark as well as symbol. Okay, nectar source consultant. Yes, this NS are the symbols. This is a yes, very good, yes, sisters. Alhamdulillah. So nectar source consultant. Okay. Okay. Now, these fonts that you have used, you have to give this to your clients. How will you tell that which font you have used? You have to click on it. See, the font is Coteyo. You have to mention it to the client. Why? Because this same fonts, they need to use it in their designs also. They'll add this logo, and then if they want to write something about this, about the firm or something like that, they need to use these fonts itself. Or else their logo and their design doesn't go well. Okay? Their design logo doesn't go well. So you have to maintain this, you have to tell this to your client. Okay, got it? Okay, so this is white and black and white. Okay, this doesn't look perfect, mommy, but still I'll just think that, okay, why am I showing this thing is because I want to show you how you can combine the things over. Okay, for example, thing that I'm going to add this also. See, how did I add these things? You just need to copy paste. Okay, again, rotation. If you want to give rotation, some bit of rotation, you can give it. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I'm showing you these things just to make sure that you are learning the things like copy paste and all. Okay, if you're done. Okay, so now think that this is the finalized design. I still do not like it, but still I'm going to finalize this because we are not having much time. Okay, can we keep it something like this? Okay, okay. Okay, let it be like this itself. Nectar source. Okay. So now everything is perfect. Okay, think that is a perfect design. Now what is left out? Coloring, right? So you don't know this coloring. This coloring is not at all well. So you do go ahead with what we say. You go ahead with how to how to apply the third template. Okay, you just have to decide which template you love. Okay, you can apply 5 to 6 templates. You can put 5 to 6 templates in the frame. Fine. You can put 1, 2, 3. You can put 5 to 6 templates. For example, think that you will put this also, or you can put anything. 5 to 6 templates. You can put it in the frame, in the what we say, in that in the Canva page, Canva editor page. Now, what you need to do is you decide whatever you like. For example, you like this one or this one, then you just have to edit that thing. Okay, edit that thing. So I don't want this from this. Okay, I don't want this from this. Okay, let me keep this one now. And let me delete this thing. This stuff is not required, BC. So now I want to get ns from this. So what I do? I don't want this. I'll take n from this. Select multiple. Select multiple. I'll select n and s. I'll just copy it up. Three dot button and copy it up. Click on three dot button, copy it up, and get back to the page. Okay, get back to the third page. So where am I finalizing? And you just need to get back to that page. ns. Okay. So I have written ns here. Exactly center aligned. See, how do you understand the things are center aligned? When it shows the single line. Okay. When it shows this line. Okay. Then this is alignment is done. Now I'll just need to carry this one. I can place it wherever I wish to. I can place it on n also. Okay. I can rotate it in this way and place it on s. You just have to bring a bit of design sense in your document. Okay, don't create it as such. For example, think that, see, I have rotated and placed it here. If someone was here, if it's not professional graphic designer, then you might have placed it somewhere over here or like that. Okay, but make sure you're combining it well, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, combine it well with the design. If you want to place it here, make sure you're rotating it perfectly. Okay, okay, rotate it perfectly. It's put inside well. Okay, done in this way. Or if you want to have a multiple copy of this and place it somewhere, okay, that's well and good as well. Or if you want to put it over here, okay, make sure that's all you who decides the things. Okay, it's all you who decides. Okay, Yanas, this looks very clean touch, not very, what we say, not very complicated. This looks very clean. Okay, so now I'll just okay, for example, if you do not like this also, business Borsilla consulting, you want to get this from some other this one, then you can get it from here. Just click on it, copy it up, three dot button, copy it up, get back to the design that you are creating, and then just paste it up. Okay, I'll just paste it here. Paste. Then modern room is here written here. The same font you can follow. Instead of modern room, you can just write. Okay, what was this? Nectar sword. Nectar sword. Okay, so let this be bold and let that be not bolded up. Consultancy should not be bolded up, right? So I'll just select this text, not bolding. Okay, and if you don't want this, you can delete it. You can mention this the thing consulting here. Okay, now what's not well here? Coloring is not fine here. So what do you do, dear sisters and brothers? Go ahead with color palette or mood board templates. Ask them, what do you want to create? What is their color mood? What is the mood color? If they say they want this perfect color, the same color, then you can go ahead with their colors, or you can go ahead with your colors. Where are your colors? Go to the styles. Okay, you cannot decide the colors well, so please make sure you're using the color palettes. Go to click all, select all. Okay, now if they tell you I make lively colors, make my design look lively, then you have an option here, lively already told you this is what it is called as. Okay, is my voice breaking now? Okay, I'm audible, yes, sisters and brothers? Okay, okay, alhamdulillah, jazakallah khairan. So this way you can just create the designs, okay? Coloring, you can just finalize the coloring. Okay, finalize as you wish. So have you seen the Zomato logo? Okay, for example, for the pinkish, first thing what you have to do, you need to do it with one color, fine? With the colors that you want. First, you are done with the colors that you want. For example, think that you have finalized these colors. Okay, this one. Okay, so if you want to change the color of something that you like, you can just change it accordingly, fine? For this color, if you want to give the colors like this one, that is also fine. Okay, okay. So if you decide that this is the best color that you can choose, or okay, you can change it, fine? If I don't like it, I can change it. So this is fine for me for now, okay? Because we don't want to waste more time. Fine. Now, what am I trying to do? Just look into this, dear sisters and brothers. I already told you this is the piece that you're going to provide it to the clients. This is the work piece that you're going to provide it to the clients. Now, one important thing, also create your design with black on white, white and black. Got it? You just need to duplicate this page. Think that you have finalized this design. Your client has finalized the design. What is the first thing that you have to do? White and black, black on white. So what you are doing? You are applying black on the background and everything whitish. Everything whitish. Okay, black on white and white on black. Done. And another is white outside, and the other things, other things should go white. Fine. Other things should go black. Getting it, dear sisters and brothers? What am I trying to say? These are the things that you need to provide to the client. Okay. Along with this, okay, why is this important? Please tell me. If you are thinking of creating black and white posts, then this should be important because you need to create it without transparent backgrounds. Transparent backgrounds. Got it? These things are very important when you're giving to go to the clients. I'm not just telling you how to create it for yourself, but you're going to create it for the clients as well in the future, inshallah. So you need to know these stuff. Okay, black on white, white and black is important, and then this one. I told you already with the Zomato logo. Can you see that? What is this stuff? With the Zomato logo, they have one thing color graded, another thing is white and black and white, black, white. Color graded, and they'll give you this also. Why do they give you? When they're going to use it on the designs, you have to make sure that they go well with the black and white and black designs. Got it? Okay, these are the just customized logo. They don't. I don't think these are perfect logos. Right? I just did it for the sake of explaining you how to combine the logos. Okay, you can perfection this in better way. Fine, you can create masterpieces out of this software. Okay, so now we are done with two kind of logos. So black and white is important to be used when transparent. Yes, excellent. On a transparent back, not just on a transparent background. If you don't want the background color and you want to use this kind of logo, okay, then you need to have it in the white and black and white format. Okay? Understood? For example, think that you are designing say post that is black colored. Okay, that is having black colored background. Okay. Now think that you have this one, this logo. What is this? Something bluish kind of, right? This logo, can you put it on the black background? It doesn't look good. So you just have to have this thing. What we say, if you have a black background, you just need to have this logo. The inside of this logo only, NS, Nectar Source Consulting. You don't have to have this outside kind of coloring like how the Zomato does, right? The outside it will remove and will just give you the inside coloring. But when it is having it with the colorful logos at that time, yes, Alhamdulillah, understood, right? For the versatile look and also the scalable look, inshallah ta'ala. So make sure you are getting this concept, Alhamdulillah. So all of this stuff are designed. Okay, we have designed two coloring. One is with the two logos. One is with the templates. One is with multiple templates. And now, inshallah, we're going to design everything from the scratch. Have you all understood? We have designed how many things? Now delete whatever is not required, please. How to delete? Okay, let me delete it from here. Okay, there is an option here, dear sisters and brothers. Can you see that? Onto the screen downwards. If you are with the laptops, there is this option, 4 windows. It will show you all of the pages. If you are with the cell phone, pinch in. You have to have 2 fingers and pinch in. You will get all of these steps. Please try this. I want you all to try this. If you are with a cell phone, 2 fingers, keep it on the screen. I mean, a thumb and the next finger, index finger. You just need to get that 2 fingers inwards. Pinch in. You will get this. Did you all get it? I want you all to do this. You'll get all the pages in one frame. Yes, alhamdulillah. Try this out. All of these stuffs you have to know, okay? So now what is not required, I'll delete it. How to delete it? Just select, delete, select, delete. So I don't want this page, three pages I wanted. So this page I don't want, I'll delete it. These are extra pages. Just really use them to copy paste. That's all. Okay. So how many designs have we created? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 designs. Got it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Homework 4 designs. Got it? 1 template. Next would be with the combination of templates, and that too when you are finalizing it with the colors black and white. Fine. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead with starting with the scratch. Okay. Now name anything. We'll start it inshallah. So now think of any brand. Okay. Some brand has approached you. Now you're going to start to create designs for them. Okay. So when a brand has approached you, what is the thing? Brand name you're going to get. and also what is the industry they're going to work on. You have to collect these two informations and then you have to start. And if they have any symbols related or something like that, we have to go ahead with that. Okay. Now, dear sisters and brothers, can you all tell me what do you want me to create in the live class? Any naming? You can just write it if you want to. Anything, anything? Anyone wants to? Or else I can just name myself. Any logo name. Okay. Let's begin. I just want to go ahead with taking a textual content. Anyone? Please name. I'll just wait for a while because we have students with so many ideas. They can give me the better ideas. Okay, no one has mentioned till now, so I'll just take my own. So I'll just go ahead with the name EDU-SITE itself, okay? Because I don't get anything in mind right now. So let me just go ahead with EDU-SITE, fine? So the very first thing is textual kind of. Let me just go ahead with adding a text box. I'll just add the text box. See, if you don't have anything in mind, go to the text thing, add a text box, fine? So instead of adding a text box, make sure that you're adding a heading, okay? Add a heading. I'll just keep this heading here. And then what do I need? EDU-SITE, and then I just need to write a tagline. Okay, usually some of the businesses will have tagline. So I'll add a heading, add a subheading. Okay, there. Okay, so now what kind of logo I'm thinking of creating? I'll also add the name of the business as well as symbol of the business. Okay, so the very first thing, EDU-SITE. I'll write EDU-SITE. EDU-SITE. Okay, so make sure the grammatical things are considered well. Okay, so for writing edu, e should be capital, yes should be capital. Make sure you're all taking care about that as well. Okay, then about this one, what we say about the tagline, symbol of excellence. Okay, okay. Now you need to combine this text with proper font styles. Correct? Okay, you can do it later also, but I want you to do it now. EDU-SITE, symbol of excellence. Done. Now, what do you think when you say about the EDU-SITE? It's nothing but about educational logo as well as site means there is something like the what we say the technology kind of feel. So you need to give both of it, right? EDU-SITE if you want to use any symboling. So what will I do? I'll just write education here. Education here. I'll search for it. Okay, I'll just click on see all. Let me see what is the good thing that I can use it for the education here. Anyone, you can decide whatever you wish, dear sisters and brothers. Please make sure you're doing it as you wish because I want you to do much of trials and errors and then come with a, what we say, excellent design, inshallah. Okay, I can use this. Put whatever you like. I can use this or let me go ahead further. I can use even this. I cannot in this if I don't want in this. What will I do is I'll delete this stuff and I'll just duplicate this page. I'll add this here. Okay, combination of 2 to 3 things you can take and decide. Okay, I'll just put it somewhere here. Okay, the symbols, these are the symbols that you can use. Okay, this is a combination of symbols as well as word mark. Okay, okay, what else? You have so many stuffs you can use it, but we do not have much time left, so I'll just settle with this too. Okay, so edu is over, education. Then I want to give some technology feel in it, so I can just write technology. Let me see if we get something with the technology. If I don't get with the technology, then I can write some other keywords like site. I can write and see if I get some beautiful ones or not. If I do not get, I'll just stop it and then I go ahead with some other ones. Okay, okay, okay. You can even use these stuff, something like this. Okay. Okay, if it doesn't suits well, delete it. I already told you delete if it does not suit your requirement. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. This one, I think it feels well with this. You can just rotate it like this, close it over here, and you can give it here. No, if it doesn't looks good, please do not. Okay, do not settle for the content that you do not like, and also you do not feel good about it. Okay, once you feel it's excellent, I can go ahead with that. Only then you can go ahead with it. Okay. This also can go well if that's fine. No. Okay. So in this way you combine the things over. You can combine the things over. Fine. Okay. Let's see what more. You need some time to serve this stuff. Okay. You need to some time to serve this stuff. If this is not going well, let me just write site itself. Yes, ITE. Site. It might give it a feel of website or something like that. Yes, there's a website. Look, let me just decide to put this over here. Okay, even if this one doesn't look so good, if it doesn't look so good, you can just stop, and what you can do is you can delete it. Okay, so make sure you're having a content that you like. You're putting up a content that you like instead of, okay, combine this thing. Okay, hopefully you are having different things that you have put up in your designs. You can do design it with your own, what we say, tactics, dear sisters and brothers. You don't have to do it like this itself. Please don't have to do it like this itself. Make sure you're doing it in your own way. Fine, please do it in your own way. It's not like you have stopped surfing till here. You can surf more, and you can get more beautiful icons. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. Okay, I'll just select this one and I'll just rotate it. There is a button known as flip horizontal. Okay, you can use that. Okay, I think this will go well with it. If it's not, then also that's fine. Okay, so let it be here. The colors are not looking good. We'll do that later, right? So we just need to decide what goes well with our designs. That's all. Okay, let me paste this stuff. Let me just go ahead with another one for this. And again, write technology. Okay, it's just the trial and errors that you do in your with your designs. That's all. Okay, trial error. You just have to make sure you land with a beautiful design. Only then you have to stop, or else you don't have to stop. Remember that. Fine. You don't need to stop. Fine. Okay. So what else can you do with this? If you have some stuffs like these, I can put this up here somewhere. Simply here, and make sure it's somewhere in the center. There's this one I just right here. Okay. Just a little feel if you want to give, you can even give that. Okay. Okay, let's see how it goes. We are not yet perfection this one. Okay. So what are the things that we need to take care of? It's the fonts, it's the coloring. Okay, only then your design looks good. So now fonting. Okay, this font is not at all perfect. So to decide the fonts that are perfect, you can even go ahead with font styling, and you can select the fonts randomly. So this I decide looks good. For the symbols of excellent, I can just go ahead with the Cardo, or I can go ahead with DM Sans. Okay, okay, in this way. And the last thing that you can do is coloring. Go ahead with designs, styles, color palettes, change the color. Now see, your design looks perfect. Okay, so see here. Okay, without the colors and all colors and textual content, your designs won't go well, dear sisters and brothers. Fine. Okay, make sure the color thing, the font stylizing is maintained perfectly throughout the design. Okay, so now the next thing, the font style, if you don't like, what you can do is you can go ahead with font set and change the font styles. Okay, here the font styles, you can change it in this way. Got it? Something like this, something like these, whatever you wish to, right? And this way you can create. Or else for this one, let me change the font styles. Okay, I do not like this stuff. You can change the symbol. Probably I should not have used this logo, but because I've used this, I was not able to properly have the combination. So let me just put it there. We can do the changes later, but I want you to see how we have used the different symbols. You can use multiple symbols as well, but for now I just felt that we can use only two symbols because education and site is mentioned here. You can use two symbols and create the stuff. Okay, then the color grading, important with the colors. Let me just go ahead with color grading, color palette, change the color. Okay, as you wish. And then when you decide, then you'll at the end, when you are done with the client, give them a black and white copy of the design. Okay, so okay. So if this goes well, this is not at all well with the design, so I'll just go ahead and take some other one. because I want to show a perfect design here. Okay, you have a scope of improvement every time. Okay, scope of improvement, there's a scope of improvement. You delete, you read, re-edit, delete, re-edit, delete, re-edit, until and unless you find a perfect combination, or the what we say, the perfect copy. You don't have to settle down for the content like that. Okay, so you can use this stuffs also. Okay, something like these if you wish to, or even let me just delete this. You can keep the world over here, you can keep the book over here. Yes, this can go well. Okay, you can just even further reduce this up. Okay, so in this way, this is all how you decide, and it needs much time. One important thing is much time to decide. You just have a scope of improvement every time. Okay, so if you don't want this www also, it doesn't look perfect. So I think I can just go ahead with site and just have a simple world kind of logo in this way. See here. See how many times I'm changing the things over, right? I want you to do that, dear sisters and brothers. You just don't have to, like, once you create and say that this is done. No, it's not done. You have a scope of improvement each time. Okay? So unless and until you are not finding what we say satisfied with the design, please don't stop. Okay? Please don't stop. And make sure this here I'm aligning it center aligned. Okay, this should be bolder. The subheading should be lesser. So hierarchy of the text should be maintained. Fine. The textual content should be maintained. And at last, again, color changing, because with that color this was perfect. Now you need to have the beautiful colors for the designing. Okay, done. I liked it. We are done with two beautiful designs. Did you all love creating this with me? Okay. Okay, this is just the combination of word mark as well as symbols. Now I'm going to show you a few more features, inshallah, wherein you can have so many beautiful stuffs added up. Okay, can have it here also, or you can see how and where you can keep the things over. You can keep it there. Fine. Okay, if it's not fine here, you can go ahead with some other stuff. Okay, you can delete, re-edit. That's all you have to do here. Okay. So the next thing, inshallah, I'm just gonna explain to you, dear sisters and brothers, is you can just keep this logo itself or keep this fill itself in another way. Okay. So for this one itself, I'm going to show you something. Okay, let me just add the page. Same thing, I'll just go ahead with. Okay, let's see the graphics. Let's see what we have used till now, recently used. Okay, I'll take this one itself now and show you how I can do this. Okay, you can do this in this format also, horizontal format also. Okay, this one and this one you can keep the same thing we had kept at last, right? Okay, then you can use this stuff, copy paste, select multiple, done, and then you're copying it up or pasting it here, EDU-SITE, symbol of excellence. See here in the horizontal pattern, it also looks good, right? Okay, this way you can try. Come on, try it this way. See here, it looks good. It looks well. Okay, with the coloring you can change and then you can try it over. Okay, hopefully you're understanding the concepts. For example, if you want to combine these two things, you can combine it up. Okay, and if you want to have this both in the same coloring so that it is imbibed inside, you can do that. Yes, it looks good now. Okay, this way you can try. Or if you wanted to try it on the other way around, you can even do that. Okay, so this is all up to you, dear sisters and brothers. EDU-SITE, symbol of excellence. If you don't like the textual content, make sure the font, you are changing the fonts. Okay, change the font. How to change the fonts? Go to the combinations, font sets, and change the fonts. Okay, you know, for this for the horizontal things, I prefer using the vertical fonts, narrow fonts, not like these. Okay, even this goes well. So yeah, this is also fine. In this way, you can take the fonts. Okay, these fonts, whichever you want, you can try it. Okay. EDU-SITE, symbol of excellence. Okay, both word mark plus what we say, the combination of word mark as well as symbol kind of logos. Okay, alhamdulillah. Understood, dear sisters and brothers? How many logo types did we try today? Word mark, symbols, word mark, symbols. Okay. One last, dear sisters and brothers, if time permits, inshallah, I just want you all to look into this. What we are doing to now is, I'm just going to write the what we say, the word mark itself, and make logo. Okay, word mark, like just the name, and make a logo. So how we can do is you can just write the textual content in this regard. Add a text box. We can write EDU-SITE. We can write E as the first thing. E as the first thing. Okay. We can play with the words also. E, bigger one. Then site. Yes, bigger one. Just copy paste that. And then I'll just take a cell heading. I'll write DU. Okay, let me write it capital. Okay. And this way you can have a word mark kind of feel. Instead of doing it for just with the symbols, you can just go ahead with only word marks. Edu. I'll copy the same thing. Make sure the alignment is same. I T E. Okay. Okay. Let me have the caps here. T E. Okay. You can create masterpieces in this way. EDU-SITE. You have ways of doing this. Inshallah, that will be taught in tomorrow's class. But for now, I'm just showing you how you can even just write this word marks and create the stuff. Okay. Inshallah. So then you can just copy this down. Symbol of excellence. Copy this down. Paste it here. Okay. So now the stuffs don't look good. So I have to change the fonts. Go to the font styles and change the font stuff. Okay. Make sure your fonts are going well. If you find it yes, then you can go ahead with that. Else no. In this way, you can select. If you want, you can select it in this way. And then you just have to give some customizations there. Okay. Or else we have some fonts that will go well with the design. I'll tell you what are the fonts inshallah in the next class because we do not have much time left. So we are just going to stop now inshallah. In this way, you can write it. Okay. Edu, and we have site here. You can write E and S as a capitalized format, and then what you can do is you can just write this stuffs here and there. Like if you want to write site here, edu here, and that way you can even maintain the stuff. Fine. So there are so many ways. I'll show you how to. Fine. So this is just starting of it. You can even use the shapes in between. For example, this shape I can use. I can just go ahead with writing the shape. Okay. I'll take the shape. I'll make sure the shape is white colored. See what am I doing? I can say the shape is this white color. Homework, dear sisters and brothers, whatever you did in the class, you have to send it over. That's all. Whatever we did in the class. Okay. You have to send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 logos. 8 logo types. Okay. You can do it with your own logo names. Okay. You don't have to make it this one. You can do it with your own logo names. Fine. You don't have to make sure that this is the same logo name that you're carrying. Fine. Any logo name that you want. You can write ES and then take a cutout. Okay, we call this as a cutouts. Fine, we call it as a cutouts. You can write it here, or you can even make this cutout in this format, round format here in this format, and write EDU-SITE in the between. Okay, so all these stuffs are excellently done. Inshallah, will be taught if we have much time. Tomorrow we'll be learning this. Okay, inshallah. So how to make this cutouts and write EDU-SITE here. We call this as a cutout. Okay, so you can write it here and place this stuff here. Okay, something like this, and we can even have so many more cutouts. This is not yet what we say well arranged. Inshallah, we can arrange it in upcoming session. Okay, inshallah. So alhamdulillah, we're done with the session, dear sisters and brothers. Hopefully you all found this beneficial. Most topics of the theoretical concepts I just want you all to remember, and you have to apply this in the things that we are making, inshallah ta'ala. So dear sisters and brothers, jazakallah khairan for the time spent here. Alhamdulillah, we are done with today's sessions. These are the homeworks that you're going to show me. One is the templates with the templates, one with the combination of the templates, black and white of that, the same thing. And then you're going to do your own, what we say, create your own, this one, 2 to 3 with the symbols that are put up here. Okay, you have to combine the symbols, make it by your own. Combine the symbols, make it by your own. No usage of the templates. Fine. Okay, then we are going to learn about word marks. which we're going to do it in tomorrow's session. Okay. Alhamdulillah, we're done with the session, dear sisters and brothers. Jazakumullah khairan kaseera. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Be ready, inshallah. Tomorrow you're going to learn so many steps, inshallah ta'ala. So make sure, dear sisters and brothers, that inshallah you're present in every session. Am I not audible? Okay, alhamdulillah. We're done with the session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.